home field advantage. We are in the Lionel Labor's Local 663 teams of the week, and we go north to Staley High School, home of the Falcons, and head basketball coach Chris Neff, also the defending state champions. Coach Neff, how are we today?
Doing great, guy. Appreciate it.
Guys, 9-4 on the season, coming out of the William Jewell Tournament championship to end the year. Kind of put a bow on the season up to this point, crossing the halfway point of the season.
Yeah, we've had a nice little start to the season after graduating 5 seniors out of the starting lineup from a state championship team, and got some kids that have really stepped into some big roles.
Kind of take us through that William Jewell tournament. I know they play that maybe in several locations. You get the only loss, you give the only loss to win at Tonka on the season, 61-48, to defeat Rockhurst in what I believe was the championship by 27. Kind of take us through that tournament.
Well, when the tournament bracket came out, it was at least a day or maybe a day or two after we had won the Blue Springs tournament, and in that tournament, we actually played Rockhurst in the championship as well. So we looking at our division of the William Jewell tournament, it looked a lot like there could be a chance of a rematch. And our game with Rockhurst in the Blue Springs tournament was about a 7 or 8 point game. So then we prepare over the holidays to play in the William Jewell tournament that we've been fortunate enough to have won 4 times in a row. And we're going to start off with an ex player of mine who coaches at Van Horn, and a lot of familiarity and just some. Yeah, that's a difficult game for me because I love that kid so much, and his team, was struggling through a pretty difficult part of the season, and we were the 1 seed, and we took care of business. But I hate playing against such good friends of mine.
Coach, you coming into the season, you mentioned you lost 5 starters, and just a super team that you had last year. Talk about some of those guys, and a couple of them are probably sitting behind you that maybe had to kind of step in and fill some roles coming into this season.
Yeah, these two behind me are current seniors. My son John Neff and his teammate KV Stone. They've been in our varsity practices for all 4 years of their high school career, and have contributed in their own way to all the successes we had prior to this season. And now they've been thrust into roles that are, completely new to them with being in the starting lineup. KV's our leading scorer. John's basically our captain. So that they're doing things that they're doing for the first time, but they're doing them incredibly well. And they've had a lot of learning take place in the 3 previous years, and the time that it's spending being with our successful teams from the past, they just stepped right into those shoes. Um, they made it so that at William Jewell, we were able to go on and win our 5th straight title in that tournament, which has never been done before. So, they got to share in the Gatorade bath of their coach, and all the glory that comes with being the first team to ever do it in the Kansas City area and in such a prominent tournament. So really proud of them. KV was on the all tournament team, and John was the Mr. Hustle Award winner. So they did a lot of great things individually in their own right, and then collectively as a team, we came out on top.
Outstanding. We'll start with KV. KV, how are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
Pretty good. Kind of talk a little bit about your role change from last year to this year. Talk about that change in your role and responsibilities on the team.
Last year my role was literally like give Cam and fish and caught the ball and stuff, and don't mess up on defense and offense. For that was my role last year. But this year, I'll say leading the team and like helping everybody and showing people I can score and play defense as well.
Tell us a little bit, or talk a little bit about the position specifically that you play and what you do to kind of get prepared on a daily basis, for a basketball game.
The position I play is 1 through 3. I'll say getting in the gym, getting some shots up with my teammates and stuff on the gun and stuff. That's it.
If you could go back, and we'll ask both of you the same question, knowing what you know right now, as a senior in high school, if you could go back to that KV Stone who was an 8th grader and give him some advice, knowing what you know right now, what advice would you give yourself if you could go back?
I'll say for real, start early. Because I was big my 8th grade year. I'll say start early, be in shape early before going to high school.
Very good. Very good. Now, as you look at your schedule, and I do this every year, I go through everybody's schedules throughout the state and I pick out games and, hey, I'd like to be at that game or that game. As a player, when you get your schedule at the beginning of the year, are there games maybe you just put like a little mental X by, say, hey, I'm looking forward to playing this game. Maybe it's a rival game. Maybe it's a game that got away from you last year. Or maybe you've got buddies on the other team. Are there games that you look forward to playing on your schedule?
Yeah, I'll say Oak Park. We got to get that rematch.
There you go. Very good. Now, being a senior, what plans, if any, do you have for next year?
Just telling the young people to keep the team going.
Very good. Well, I appreciate that. Hey, congratulations for being part of the Lionel Labor's Local 663 Team of the Week.
Thank you.
Man.
You bet. And now to Jeff and I'm sorry, Jeff, John. My apologies. Uh, John, tell us a little bit about what position you play and what your roles and responsibilities are on the team.
I'm our 1 through 3, kind of like KB. Play the point guard, shooting guard, that kind of stuff. My biggest role on the team is probably just being our leader. Being the most vocal guy on the court, making sure everybody's doing their jobs, and kind of just to keep us together when things are going up and down. Um, but yeah.
Has that role kind of take us through how that changed from last year, or maybe even your sophomore, how your role has changed gradually as you get to your senior year?
Well, coming in as a freshman, I was one of the only guys that talked. I mean, I come in, I bring a lot of energy. I'm kind of just known for like vocals and like being like that outgoing, energetic person. So becoming in from last year, I was kind of just like watching the guys in front of me, like Kyan, Jared, those kind of guys, and kind of just seeing what they do. And then as a senior, kind of just changed a lot more just because I had to be the guy that could keep everybody like accountable.
Same question asked KV. If you could go back, to your 8th grade year and give yourself some advice based on what you know right now, what advice would you give John as an 8th grader?
I was obviously like the total opposite of KB. I was a small kid, really skinny, really short. So I'd probably say like, just like start getting in the weight room a lot more. I've started to now, but I would definitely say like just like get to that next level. Like just take things a lot more seriously.
Game day, and I know that you guys don't play till tomorrow. You're at Blue Springs, provided you can get out of your front door. Uh, but on a game day, what are you doing throughout the day to kind of get mentally and physically prepared for a game?
Every morning I wake up with my mom. I go lift at Planet Fitness. That's like a daily routine for me. My mom, go lift, work out with her, and then definitely get up shots with my teammates.
Very good. Very good. Were there games coming into this season and same kind of question, that you maybe mentally put a check mark by that you were looking forward to playing?
Yes, for sure. There's definitely teams that I've wanted to play that have either beat us in the past, teams that have beat us this year that I just want to play them again or get ready to play for them.
As you look at how the season's gone to this point, do you guys still hear from those guys that maybe have graduated? I mean, are they texting you saying, "Hey, keep your head up," on a loss, or "Hey, way to go on a win," or "Hey, way to go out and get that 5th consecutive William Jewell"? I mean, is there still some communication?
Yes, over Christmas break, as KV can say as well, over Christmas break, they all came to all of our games. At least one of them made it to each game, and they would come in the locker room, celebrate with us, give us advice. It's just really good to see them all the time.
Outstanding. Well, do you have any plan? Being a senior, have you made any plans as far as maybe next year?
Uh, I got an offer from North Central Missouri. It's a JUCO in Trenton, Missouri. But other than that, just kind of waiting for options to open up. But definitely want to just keep playing basketball.
Any particular area of study?
Kind of be like an athletic trainer, personal trainer, that kind of stuff. Kind of stay around like sports.
Outstanding. Hey, John, congratulations on being part of the Lionel Labor's Local 663 Team of the Week.
Thank you.
Coach, as you head forward here, as you look, throughout the remaining part of your schedule here, and we got over the halfway point. What are some matchups that you're looking forward to?
Well, I think KV might have misunderstood an earlier question, but one of the most important things that's coming up in our near future is managing KV's football. He's got a lot of options coming up. and he's got some official visits coming up. He's going to go to Northern Arizona. He's got some Pitt State offer and an opportunity to visit there. So he's got a lot of things going on that we have to manage because he's such an important part of our basketball program. But at the same time, we'll do without him for a night so that he can better himself as a football player and as a collegiate athlete. We're looking really forward to the conference race more so than anything else. We're currently 2-0 in the race. We were supposed to have played Park Hill South Tuesday, could not get it in, and then we'll start back up next Friday against Park Hill. But we'll go home and away for a 10-game slate. And like I say, we got 8 left, and we've won it for 4 years in a row. We're going to try to make it 5.
Very good. Well, it's kind of, I hate to even ask this question, but what do you think the weather's going to do up there?
We're headed for, just another round of some snow, a little icing here in the next 24 hours. It's going to affect tomorrow in some way, shape, or form, whether it's good or bad, because the broadcasts, I guess the forecasts are they just sway. So early in the week it was supposed to be 6 inches, and then 4, and then 1. And I haven't checked it within the last hour, but as an activities director, that's pretty much the job right now, is to be a weatherman.
Very good. Well, Coach, as always, and a friend of the show, you've been very generous with your time over the past couple of years. We really appreciate you jumping on with this, and congratulations to the outstanding young men behind you. And best of luck as you go forward. And I know we'll get an opportunity to visit again.
For sure. Thank you very much.
You bet. You're watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
The Walnut Street Inn is located in the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State campus, Hammons Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetinn.com or call 417-864-6346.